elliptical.
Hey, by the way,
Nice.
in our last picture, if you look at it, when I think
looks like I got my
like
middle finger up.
Hidden message. So this is a reply.
Let's go!
Entrepreneurs are the place to be. You gotta push, push. Yo, keep up the faith, but move hastily. Push, push. Live out your passions and take your dreams. Push, yeah, push. Overcome struggles and celebrate victories. Right, push.
Boom! We're on our way out to do our YouTube shoot for the week for the Home Science Show. And this week we've got this total super clean freak dude on it. It's about, I think, what is it, air duct cleaning, and I don't know what else we're gonna do, but I guess this guy's like got the cleanest shop on the planet, and he's kind of a neat freak and he's kind of a character, so I'm excited to do it. So this is for the YouTube channel, for the Home Science Show, and for our radio show as well. So we kind of pair it together. We're gonna have a guy on the radio show tomorrow, but and we'll see what else we get into for the day. But I think we're gonna have a little fun with this dude and kind of see what kind of trouble we can get into. We'll see what happens.
Hey guys, welcome to Home Science Show with Dimitri and Chris. And today we're gonna be going to my neighbor's job site. So our neighbor is one of the leading companies in Minneapolis for duct cleaning services. His name is Rick. He really loves talking about scams and his competition and what other people are doing. So we're gonna check his jobs, make him accountable with what he is doing, but also interview him about the industry he is in.
Yeah, I want to ask him about, you know, because one of the questions that people have when they get the air ducts cleaned is they always want to see what got sucked out in the basket, you know?
He always has before and after pictures and stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Not done with the shop vac and a drill, I can tell you that much, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, well, that's a wrap for Home Science Show today, and
Thank you, sir. Nice.
Appreciate you having us.
Yeah, thanks.
What's up, guys? I'm super excited. We just came from an awesome place. Got to meet with this guy named Jason. Show you here in a second what we were up to, but totally unplanned. This guy is a barnwood furniture maker. He reclaims barns, and he's an entrepreneur. I mean, the guy has found a way to take his hobby and turn it into a lifestyle. He lives out in the country in 50 acres, beautiful place, loving life. He just gets to play all day, make some furniture. His wife is running a store in town selling the stuff, and they're living life the way it's meant to be. I'm so jacked. I absolutely love this type of stuff. I love the whole story behind it all, but I just love going into the place that we got to go to. We got to go in this cool barn full of all this old barnwood, and so it was just awesome to get to, you know, learn about the different types of barnwood that are available, figure out what's going to go on. We've got a new house that we're about to be moving into, and we're going to do a little bit of renovation on this house, and so we're doing some barnwood work, and that's why I was there. But so it's ended up there as kind of a personal thing, but lo and behold, as we know, entrepreneurs all around us, this guy's got an awesome story. You got to check him out. Hey, what's up, guys? We're out here today in Delano, Minnesota. We're with Jason with the Woodshed of Delano, and so Facebook, Woodshed-Delano.
That's
Minnesota.
correct. That's right, Chris.
So this guy's got an awesome facility. He's out here, about 50 plus acres. He's harvesting old barnwood, reclaimed metals and stuff like that. He's building amazing stuff. So I came out here for my own personal needs to get a little bit of material and he's been really kind enough to let us into the shop and show us around just a little bit. So, man, you got, I mean, this is full blown, right? I mean, this is a real deal.
Yeah, I started off with just a miter saw and a couple, you know, other tools, little palm sanders, and started it out as a hobby, and this has kind of transformed into an official business and workshop. So we've got planers, joiners, table saws, miter saws, biscuit joiners, all sorts of stuff. Everything we need to make some furniture.
Now, are you doing all the work yourself, or do you have some guys teach you?
Just myself.
So it started as a hobby. That's how most of us. I mean, our channel is about being an entrepreneur. So it's like, this is what it's all about. We all start doing something, it turns into a full blown business. Next thing you know, you get a whole shop and whole deal going.
I'd be doing this if I wasn't paid to do it anyway.
Yeah, right.
You know, and started off as a hobby, built a table for ourselves, and got some compliments on it, and one thing led to another. Built a few other pieces, put them on Craigslist, sold them, and here we are a couple years later. And it's my wife and I both quit our jobs, and she runs the store we have in Delano. And I'm at home building the furniture.
Oh, so you've got an actual store
in
town too.
We do.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yep, we do. We opened last December.
That's awesome. So it's right in downtown Delano.
Yep, well, right actually on 12, next to the Coburn's, in the Coburn strip mall, next to the grocery store.
Sweet.
Yeah. So she sells some of my barnwood products, and she's kind of turned it into a general store. They have a little bit of everything, you know, kind of like the farmhouse kind of store.
Good city, good town for that though, right? Delano's a cute little town.
Yeah, a lot of great towns around here that support that kind of decor.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
this is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Now, where are you harvesting most of it from?
Wisconsin, Minnesota, and some in Missouri.
Okay.
Very little from Iowa, but I have 3 or 4 barnwood suppliers that bring me whatever I need. As soon as they get a new barn, they take some pictures, and I kind of let them know what I'm looking for, and they bring the wood out and take it off the truck and put it in my pole shed and sell some, but use most of it.
Okay. Yeah. You don't have to share any inside secrets or anything with me, but you know, the reason I do have a reason for asking this. But so are you basically, you got your guys are going out and deconstructing these? Are they so they're going to buy the barn and then deconstruct them, or is a lot of times people want the barn down?
People want the barn
down. And
down.
they'll do the work for free as long as they can have everything?
That's just it. That's I don't know many guys that go out and pay for barns these days, unless it's a spectacular barn they know they're going to get, you know, their money back out of. But, you know, it'll take a guy 10, 15 grand to have a barn taken down and the foundation taken away. So if he can save 5 or 10 grand by having someone take down the structure, that's typically what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So they go down there and they take down everything. We'll typically butt the foundation and recycle everything in it.
It's such a hot thing right now too. All barnwood and metal. For a while I was in the mountains in Colorado up by Vail, and we had a big tile and stone company, and then we did reclaiming too. So we had a crew, and I didn't do a whole lot with it. It was one of my partners that kind of ran all that. But you know, we had crews, we'd go out and deconstruct, and it's a pretty awesome process. Actually, you got these you ever run those nail kickers?
I haven't.
So the boards come with all the nails, and you just you put it up to the nail and you hit it and it shoots the nail out the other side.
Oh, is that right?
Pretty awesome. Yeah, we take down big structures.
We took down one barn, and it will be the last barn I take down. I took it down with my brother-in-law, and there had to be, you know, 20, 30 big nails in these 2x6s, and it'd take you 30 minutes to get all the nails out of it. So we quickly learned that taking down the barns probably wasn't the best use of my time anyway.
Yep.
It's hard work.
Yeah. Well, and if you can make the furniture, you shouldn't be out there, you know, pulling nails and doing all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I got some friends that, the reason I said that is I got some friends down in Iowa that have a great barn, and they said that they want to get it down. I said, well, I talked to enough people, maybe I'll come across somebody who wants to take it down, and usually what they'll do is they'll take it down for you if they can have everything.
Right.
And his response was, I'll give them half my house too. So I think those old barns, before they fall down, it's good that they want to get them down. And
absolutely.
It's kind of dangerous work. So.
It is, and there's a lot of barns out there, but at the same time, there's limited number of barns out there. And you know, we ask ourselves every day, is this a trend? Is it a fad? Is this going to go away tomorrow? And I don't think so. You know, most of my customers are millennials. I would have never guessed that. I would have thought, you know, I picked my age from 40 to 60 kind of thing, my age group, and more than half of my customers are the millennials. You know, they appreciate the recycled, the reclaimed, the unique look, the I don't have the same table or whatever as my neighbor does kind of thing. And so I think it's here to stay. You know, we're putting this stuff in multi-million-dollar homes.
Oh yeah, that's when we were, you know, in Vail. That's what we did. Is everything we did was, you know, probably $8 million was maybe the cheapest home that we'd work on.
Yeah.
Now these were homes, these people, you know, they lived in a couple weeks of the year. They just stayed there for the holiday, but they'd fly into the Jet Center and then go there. But everything was, you know, we'd go in and gut out a beautiful, I mean, what you and I would probably consider just an amazing property that the guy before probably had it remodeled just to sell it.
Right.
They bought it and said, nope, this is all got to go. Gutted it and filled it full of barnwood. And, you know, it's like, wow, this is a, you know, big deal. And I think with the millennials, I see, and like you said, well, is this a trend? Is it going to go away? But what I see more and more, and I think is cool, is mixing it with the industrials, the metals.
Absolutely.
And so it's not just all wood, right?
I've got down here, well, you'll appreciate this, oh my, the wood, because it came from Colorado. This is beetle kill pine down here.
Yep, beetle kill.
And I've got some legs down here, and like you were saying, the metal and wood combination is very big right now. So I found a guy on Etsy actually that makes these things.
Oh man, those things
and aren't those cool legs? So with the right wood, you know, that's gonna make a statement piece.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's the deal. Are you gonna, what are you gonna do with the metal?
Nothing.
You're right. Just
absolutely nothing. Just raw brush, just like that.
You can even patina that too.
You could, and I think, you know, it's not stainless steel, so it's going to rust over time a little bit. And rather than treating that, I think it just let it go. You know, just let her go.
Man.
But
what are you, a part-time DJ here too? Holy cow! Look at that.
No, I just like my music loud. Yeah, it thumps pretty good.
It's a sweet finish. The beetle kill's cool. You know, when beetle kill started to be a thing in Colorado.
Yeah.
Kind of that. You know, it really started being something around 05, 06, where it became very like, oh my gosh. But it's so weird how that happens, right? So that is a travesty, which then turns into, well, look what it spawned into. Now it's a huge business to get your hands on beetle kill.
Yes, it is.
You know, it's like, well, you know, where one bad thing goes bad.
I get one shipment a year from that stuff, and I'm just about out of it. And he comes through Minnesota once a year, and I take about half the trailer, and he has a mill in Rapid City.
Okay.
So does all his milling there, goes gets the logs, does all his milling, or dries them out, and brings them through town.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've done some 14-foot conference room tables in that stuff.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's a fun wood to work with.
It's so different than other stuff that you see.
Oh, it is, but it's unique too. It's not everybody's gonna appreciate it. It's not gonna go in every home.
No.
You know, so it has to have the right, you know, colors, decor.
Yep.
Yeah.
The reason I'm here is we just bought a home. It's a beautiful home, great home. Builder, it was his own home, custom built it himself. So he did everything right. Spray foamed everything, standing seam steel roof. In-floor heat, the whole, you know, 8-foot doors, exterior doors, and I mean, it's great. But it's built in 04, so not that it's real old, but it's, you know, and so you know, we want to kind of, you know, do some things our own. So I'm going to wrap the fireplace wall in some metal and some barnwood, and then do a couple of there's some areas that have some, you know, just drywall that we're going to put some into, and just a little bit of that stuff dresses things up so
absolutely
well.
It does.
It's done
It makes the room. You know, you paint a wall and you call it an accent wall, you know, is one thing, but you put barnwood on a wall or some siding, and it turns out to absolutely, it's a conversation piece.
You hit it right there. That's what I was just going to say. It's a conversation.
Well, look at the wood. I mean, this is a great example. I just got this yesterday from Wisconsin, and let me see if I have a rougher piece. I do not know, but I sanded it down, and look at the saw marks in this thing. They call this nail board and all the nail holes. I mean, that would just make a fantastic wall. You know, or a million other things, but
yeah. But if you can get the rough sawn in there like that. That's the money shot right there.
Right.
The naily's really cool too.
Yeah.
But yeah. Then the thing is, if you can get enough of that put together to do a wall,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
Right. And this is kind of how the barnwood, comes to me. It's pretty raw. This is actually in pretty good shape compared to what most is like. And that's what it kind of turns into when you plane it and join it and sand it, and it's a little dusty right now. But look at the grain in some of this stuff. It's just, this is white oak up here, and it's just amazing. If you look at the end grain, the growth rings are incalculable. I mean,
They're so tight.
Yeah.
You look at new lumber, and that's one of the things we're doing on one of our other shows. Is we're going to talk about old growth versus new growth. What's the difference? What is it really? Maybe we should come out and talk to you and show us a little bit of, because we're getting some old 2x4s, some reclaimed 2x4s that from the early 1900s type stuff, and then compared to some maybe 20-year-old, 30-year-old 2x4s that are reclaimed. So nominal lumber, but even that then compared to today, and we want to see the growth rings just from today to say 30, 40 years ago. Then go back to the real deal of what, like my home, I'm in a 1925, and that house, I've done some remodel in there, and now you're talking real deal stuff, right? I mean, it's really high quality, but what's the difference? Does it really matter? Is it, and just showing people, because a lot of people don't know. And
well, the trees, hell, they could be 100 or 200 years old when they took them down. Then you add another 100 and some years on to, when they actually went in the structure, and most of this stuff could be 250 years old.
We cut down an oak that was, we have so I believe the bur oaks. That's right.
Yep. Burrows. I got some down in the Woodshed.
So we've got 25 bur oaks. So we took down 2 of them because the one was 5 feet off the house. Must have just when the house was built, and that it was already there, and they just let it be, thinking it was smaller, it was gonna be nice. They didn't know it was gonna turn into this big gnarly monster. Well, this other oak and this, I got a silver maple. I can't stretch across it. Silver maple. Well, between this big huge oak, which is this big around, this silver maple, and then this other oak, which is big, 5 feet off the house. Well, their canopy forced this tree to go up, and it grew all the way over the other side of my house, and it's a long house. It's, grew to the other side, growing to daylight, But we took that thing down, and that I would say was the very smallest of all the trees. And that one we counted 205 rings.
Is that right?
And I know the guy who owned the house before, and he said, well, we counted the one. There's another one in the front that had to come down. We counted that one. There was 260.
My goodness.
It's like 260.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
We still get to. Who was walking the earth, at that spot.
Right.
I always think back. Who was the guy who built this place before me? Like, who was the guy who, thought of this and cared for, it's like, and I'm that man now. Like, I'm the guy in charge of that house now. So it's cool to think like that.
Things it's part of the timeline.
Well, I know you weren't expecting us, and we kind of dropped in on you.
No, that's fine.
Show me some other stuff.
Should we go down and see some wood?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
Is that fair around here or no?